Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and this is James Ramos from at the quarter pole, and here are my 2025 possible entries for the Dubai World Cup. And starting out with the Dubai World Cup, again, I'll start out with a horse I'm very biased to, and a horse I have a liking more than liking to, and that'd be Forever Young. After winning the Saudi World Cup, he's going to run the Dubai World Cup. And I'm going to lay down to you right now, folks. I got him in an upset alert. I think that took a lot out of him beating Romantic Ward down the stretch. That was called courage, but also to cause a regression in form. He's going to run well, but I don't think he's going to run the figure that he did in the Saudi Cup. I'm not going to take the chalk, so I'm letting him go. He'll hit the exact or the trifecta, of course, but I'm not taking the win. Number two horse that's possibly running into the Dubai World Cup, Yushba Tesoro. As I stated in the Saudi Cup, I liked him in the Saudi Cup in the exacta. He's a 7-year-old. He likes to buy. He's going to get bet down, and I'm not using him either. I'm not using exacta or the win bet. I'm going to pick my horse. He's going to come down later in the list. Mixto, 30-1. Why Mixto again? Don't know. They tried to get a run in the Saudi Cup. He did not run, and this horse ran fourth in the Pegasus Cup behind White and Barrio Locked, and that's became a key race. So White and Barrio is leading to the Ghost After Six at Gulfstream Park, 150K. Horse in form, why 150K is beyond me. And I believe a lot of the American horses are not coming out here because of the tax scene of going out to the Middle East and trying to come back. But boy, leaving all that kind of money when you got a horse in form, it's totally, I don't understand it, folks. Mixto ran fourth as in a productive race. He's going to be 30-1. I think he's going to trend up. A lot of people think, wow, he's a productive race, right? Can he get the superfecta? Maybe fourth, but I'm not using him in the first, second, or third spot. Next horse I have is Laurel River. Came up, missed workouts before the Saudi Cup. Was supposed to run in the Saudi Cup. Was supposed to be leaning to one of the favorites. He is projected to run into the Dubai World Cup. I think he's still beatable in this race. I just don't think he's ever going to match that race that he ran last year, this date last year in the Dubai Cup 2024, where he absolutely freaked when he made that devastating move with 3 furlongs out. I've never seen an animal do that. I've seen some really good horses do a lot of great things, but from 3 furlongs out, and last year's Dubai Cup was impressive. And I mean, impressive is selling horse short. But hopefully I get to see Laurel River run this time in the Dubai Cup. Next horse I have also listed for the Dubai Cup entries is Rattle and Roll. Kenneth McPeak is keeping this horse over. Ran a credible race, something I thought he would run, 5th in the Saudi Cup. And this is going to be better suited for him. He's getting an extra furlong from the Saudi Cup, was only a mile and 1/8. He's running a mile and 1/4 into the Dubai Cup, and he has a good close. And he seems to like it out there. Some horses have, especially for the United States, have a hard time to adjust the kind of season out there. The racing surface is different. And beware of Rattle and Roll. In his best days, he might show up, maybe an exacta, but still, I'm not using on top. Dira Inda, a Ren, if I said that right, pardon me. Dira Ren, I throw him out. I'm not using him. Now, here's one of the 2 horses I am using, Imperial Emperor. Yeah, horse trained by Bhuptar Simar. I like him. He won the Matun Classic, so he's already been there. He knows the surface. He doesn't have to travel. It's not going to be the travel. It's not going to be labor intensive for this horse. He's showing form right now and should get decent odds. Next horse that I like is going to be Walk the Stars. I didn't use him in the Saudi Cup. I thought Forever Young was the best horse in the race. I believe that Walk the Stars will be better at a mile and 1/4 in a true turn track than coming out of a chute. Now, if you look at the Saudi Cup, ladies and gentlemen, that the Want the Stars got hooked up early by Defunded. Did not belong in that race, but used a little bit of gas, wore down Want the Stars a lot, had to be on the front, going the whole way. Forever Young came from the 14 slot, moved in, and he was pressured by the horse, and then a horse that didn't belong. And then Romantic Warrior being right behind them, trying to find cover, coming outside wide with the last 4 furlongs. He made that devastating move just to finish second. So Walk the Stars, also trained by Bumar Simar. They're trained by both Imperial Emperor and Walk the Stars are trained by the same trainer. I always like this angle where a trainer has more than one horse. You're getting going to get good odds on both of them. Those are the two horses I like to win the race. I'm taking both because you're getting exceptional value. You might even throw them in exact and use them maybe um, rattle and roll there. It'd be a good exact for I think for $2 I should pay about $150. Ramjet 20 to 1. Down there using Ramjet. Wilson Tesoro coming out of the stable of Yushpa Tesoro. Wilson Tesoro is kind of like the Batman Robin. Yushpa Tesoro is Batman, and Wilson Tesoro is Robin. And he seems to run late, but he never seems to really do any real good impact. I know the race a mile and 1/4. Wilson Tesoro might be better suited. He's younger than Yushpa Tesoro, but definitely Yushpa Tesoro is the big gun in the barn over Wilson Tesoro. Al Cadigo looks like and also ran. Don't like him. So to me, now I'll give you my fair odds how I see this race panning out. Like I said, I give the fair odds how I see it if I was playing in the United States here, but it's of course in Dubai. But Forever Young going to be bet down severely? No, believe it or not, I think he'll go around, but even money to 6 to 5. He got 2 to 1 final odds in the Saudi Cup, and I see him 6 to 5. Yushpa Tesoro is going to take money. He'll be 6 to 1. Credible effort, third in the Saudi Cup. He's got an extra furlong. He won this race 2 years ago. I just think that his devastating kick is not as devastating anymore. I don't see that much speed in this race. That's the reason why I also like Walk the Stars, because besides Laurel River, everybody says, well, can he dictate the speed and just walk around the track? No, I think Walk the Stars is going to keep an eye on him on his flank. Hit show 30 to 1. He came as third in the San Diego handicap. Used to be $1 million race. It's a $300,000 race now, ladies and gentlemen. And he didn't show me a lot. He came second behind Express Train, who's the 8-year-old. And let's face it, that race was not a productive race. Porlock was the class on top, a young horse, barely forward, and everybody else looked like they didn't want the distance or just seemed like they're over it. The next horse is Laurel River. He's going to take a lot of money. If he's training up to speed because he missed the Saudi Cup because he missed training, and if he's training up to speed, watch out. He's going to be severely bet down. I got Laurel River being the second choice at 7 to 2. So Forever Young 6 to 5, Laurel River because they're like, oh man, Laurel River's back 7 to 20. He might be back. I like 7 to 2. It's not bad odds. I mean, if you know for sure this horse is really, I know everybody say there's nothing for sure, but I'm saying for what you're getting for a price on this horse is decent. But I like something better than Laurel River. Rat on the Roll is going to be bet down 10 to 1. Everybody looking at the race farm. So, man, nice close in the Saudi Cup, and that's true. And he's getting an extra furlong. And McPeak doesn't normally keep horses out there if he doesn't think he's got a shot to run a credible race. So watch out for Rat on the Roll. Any exactas, trifectas, and superfectas, definitely use in your exotics. Durenda 20 to 1 as a throwout. Imperial Emperor 6 to 1 off the Mactoon Classic winner. That's a great odds. It's better than 7 to 2 on Laurel River, and he has credentials to win this race. Also, Walk the Stars, trained again, like I stated earlier, by Bupta Semar is going to be between 8 and 10 to 1, and that's making my lips water thinking about 8 and 10 to 1 with both Bupta Semar as the Chargers. I think they're the 2 live horse to win the race. Ramjet at 20 to 1. Wilson Tesoro 8 to 1. I think a lot of people are just going to look at the race. Why he closed? He was closed right behind Rattle and Roll. Like I said, he's the Robinson Batman to Yushpa Tesoro. And if I'm going to take in comic book heroes, I'm going to definitely take Batman over Robin. El Cadigo 20 to 1. So throw out 20, maybe 90 to 1. Maybe they'll withdraw the horse. But I just believe that Imperial Emperor has got this form. Walk the Stars had the excuse in the Saudi Cup where he could bounce back and be a main player in this race. Use those 2 to win any exacta with Rattle and Roll. And Laurel River, I mean, if he trains that well up to the race, yeah, he's going to be one tough hombre to handle. But I like the Buptar Semar's horses in the Saudi Cup. And that's what I have for the Dubai World Cup in my analysis. It will be run on Saturday, April 5th. And I have other notes. My other notes would be the Tampa Bay Derby. And what can I say? Owen Almighty had an easy lead, 23 and 4, 48. Didn't see that coming. I had it a higher fractional time, but Fred Veloso never went out there to challenge Owen Almighty, neither did Patch Adams. Patch Adams didn't have an excuse. I've been hearing people saying, well, he had the outside, he bobble and four wide. Oh my God. If that's going to be an issue where he's going to bobble and be four wide through the whole track, this horse does not belong in the Kentucky Derby. Or if it comes out sunny or rainy, whatever, you're going to be 20 horses thick. You're going to be hung out 8 to 10 wide, boxed in, crowded. You might even lose a jockey because everybody's going to get crunched. I'm not trying to be funny, but think about it. I mean, if you're worried about a horse being four wide, getting slightly bobbled in one race, he doesn't fit the Kentucky Derby. I mean, some great animals have persevered with a lot worse than that. And one that comes out always is Alashiba. I mean, get Clipping Hills right behind Bet Twice back that year. I believe that was 1987, and just he still won. So you're be comparing to what horses do today to back in the old days. Grant you, Alashiba was horse of the year, but I'm just stating though, if you have a horse, you're worried about him being slightly hindered or not adjusting to mud if it comes out wet, like a lot of Kentucky Derbies come out, and being boxed in and not sure if they handle it. I just think right now, Patch Adams right now is a little disappointing, or I should say a lot disappointing. After putting that big figure at Churchill Downs, not running in Oakland, and to compete, to me, a complete no-show at Tampa Bay. Chance Patrick was my pick in that race. I thought what he did with my last video. I thought he wasn't going to win. It was his first race back, and he did better than I thought with blinkers on. Do I still like blinkers on Chance Patrick? Heck no. I like the horse to have a clear vision, being a closer. I'm old-fashioned and handicapping. When I see most horses that I like having blinkers on would be horses that have a ton of speed and always seen going out in front and just going out there where he's not being conflicted by seeing anybody on the outside or inside of this horse. So I was wrong. Kudos to Chad Brown. He was right with the blinkers on. Hill Road ran a decent race, considering the fractional time at 23 and 48. It was a really good prep race for Chance Patrick and Hill Road. And for Owen Almighty, he's not going to catch that kind of fraction. And the Kentucky Derby, if 23 and 4 and 48 for the mile 116, or most of your Kentucky Derbies in the mile 1/4, they run at 46, no slower than 47, and that was been 47 for a half. I believe that was back in 2011 when Animal Kingdom won. And the horse setting the pace, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was Golden Sense. They went 47 and a half, and that doesn't really go that speed. Now, you've seen the horses normally run the Kentucky Derby 46 and change, 45, and you don't want them to go 45, but around 46. So, in my opinion, Owen Almighty is a good horse. Fractional time and endurance, I don't think will handle the mile 1/4 Kentucky Derby. So those are my notes on the Dubai Cup, also the Tampa Bay Derby, and that's all I have for you. Thank you, ladies and gents, for watching this video. This is James Ramos from At the Quarter Pole for Winning and History, neck and neck. Have a good evening, folks.